My recommendations for if you're stuck inside during quarantine is on Netflix. Dolomite Is My Name, great Eddie Murphy movie with Wesley Snipes, true story about a comedian who made a kind of a weird movie back in like the 80s. A TV show recommendation is The Boys on Amazon Prime, kind of like what if superheroes really existed and were owned and operated by corporations. And if for any gamers with an Xbox or PlayStation, Slime Rancher, tremendous game where it's a relaxing game where you can ranch little blobs of slime and turn them into cats and rocks and stuff, and it's very relaxing and charming. So those are my recommendations.
So my recommendations for your quarantine and chill would be the Lord of the Rings trilogy. It's a good way to waste 9 hours. Another big series that I'm sure many of you are aware of, the Marvel series, the MCU movies. That will take a good like 50 hours. So it's good. That's also a good way to spend some time. I recently just reread the Harry Potter books, and I'm sure many of you read them when you were younger, but going back and reading them as an adult is really cool because it's like totally different perspective. It's a good way to spend time.
So for a book, A Man Called Ove. For a movie, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It follows Miles Morales as he becomes the new Spider-Man of his universe and meets a lot of other ones from different universes. And for a TV show, Living With Yourself, it's about a man who clones himself and fights with his clone.
So, if you're looking to watch something in your quarantine, I would recommend any movie by Bong Joon-ho. You guys might know Parasite, that's a popular one. There's also Okja, Snowpiercer, The Host, and Mother. Those are the top ones that I would recommend. So check those out. As far as TV shows, Black Mirror is a really good one. That's on Netflix if you have that. It is kind of like a Twilight Zone-esque show if you're into that sort of thing. You can watch whatever episode, you don't have to watch them in order. So they're really unique and interesting, so I'd recommend that. So for a video game, what I would recommend is Stardew Valley. I believe it is on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4. Not sure about Xbox, but it's a really fun role-playing game. You can spend hours playing it.
During your quarantine, you guys should watch A Million Little Things on ABC and The Resident on Fox. And a movie I recommend, The Man from U.N.C.L.E. came out in 2015 and it's on Amazon, so I recommend watching that. It's really funny.
Hey, moms out there, if you're in quarantine, I have some recommended books for you to read, or at least one book. It's called Night Road. Don't read it if you have teenagers, because it'll probably make you a little disturbed. And if you're looking for a series to binge watch after the kids go to bed, I recommend Grimm. There's 6 seasons on Prime. It's a little different than your regular TV show. So I highly recommend that. And then if you're looking for a movie that's kind of cheesy, you know how it's going to end, I recommend Keeping Up with the Joneses. Again, it's more for the adults and it's a great comedy.
As far as a TV show goes, I'm gonna recommend Better Call Saul. If you're still kind of itching for that fix of Breaking Bad, this is, still being written by Vince Gilligan, and it's just as good, if not maybe even a little better. You didn't hear that from me. As far as a movie would go, I'm gonna recommend 3 movies actually, and I'm gonna recommend the How to Train Your Dragon series. They're classic films. I actually got the opportunity to meet the director, Dean DuBois, while I was out in Ireland. He's a wonderful person. These are wonderful films, great coming-of-age stories, and all 3 of them are out now, so you can watch them all together in a row. And lastly, the game I'm gonna recommend is Doom Eternal. Just kidding, I'm probably gonna recommend Animal Crossing New Horizon. I'm a really big fan of the Animal Crossing games. I've always loved, the managing of the town and, getting to interact with all your townsfolk. It's always fun. I hope you enjoy.
So one of my absolute favorite TV shows is Parks and Rec. It's been off air for a bit, but you can find all of it on Netflix. It's really funny and really great, and I highly recommend it. And for a movie, one that kind of came out recently is Little Women. The book is really great, but the movie, they did a really good job with it. And then book, I would suggest Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, because you should always read Jane Austen because it's great.
During this time of quarantine, I suggest any Kevin Hart special on Netflix. You can't go wrong with any of them. They're all hilarious, and he's probably the funniest man on the planet. Next to Bill Burr. I recommend Last Chance U on Netflix, which is a football documentary series that follows a junior college program. And they take athletes, troubled athletes from D1 programs and kind of strain them up to ship them out to other D1 schools. I highly recommend it with the drought of sports that we're having. If you don't like hilarious stand-up specials or addicting sports documentary series, then I suggest a video game. And that video game I suggest is Call of Duty Warzone. Come get your squad if you feel like losing to my squad online. Hoorah!